Hello, I'm Laura Painter. You're watching an ABC 10 Plus recap of Tuesday's top stories. We have a look at day 2 of the trial of Carlos Dominguez, the man accused in the deadly Davis stabbings of 2023. Then a grand jury report raises concerns about school safety in Davis, with a focus on open campuses next to public parks. The ABC 10 Plus recap starts now.
Driving an electric vehicle or a hybrid one can potentially cost drivers a little bit more. It comes as some members of Congress say federal funds within the Highway Trust Fund are dwindling, and electric and hybrid drivers need to pay their share. ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen joins us with the details about this potential change.
Alex, if Congress passes this new fee, it could add a couple $100s more onto registration fees for drivers. Drivers here in California tell me it's just going to add on to the growing cost of living.
In the long run, we saw it as something that made a lot of sense.
For the sake of the environment and cost, Bob Martinez says going electric was an obvious choice.
In terms of fuel consumption, it's fantastic.
But cost efficiency may change after Republican Congress members of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee recently approved a proposal that would increase registration fees for EV and hybrid drivers.
Implements a $200 annual fee on electric vehicles and a $100 annual fee on hybrid vehicles, and deposits all collections into the Highway Trust Fund.
Republicans claim because EVs do not pay a tax, it's contributed to the decline of the Highway Trust Fund, a federal program that provides maintenance to roads and bridges nationwide. Congressman Kevin Kiley is a part of the committee and an EV driver himself.
This is just a way to provide some parity so that everyone is funding the Highway Trust Fund in equal measure.
In response, Democrats in Congress say this fee will end up costing EV and hybrid drivers more than those who drive gas-powered vehicles.
The average combustion engine vehicle pays $90 annually into the Highway Trust Fund in gas taxes.
Democrats adding that the Highway Trust Fund has been unsustainable since before electric vehicles and encourages Congress to find a better solution.
To reach sustainability, Congress should examine how all drivers, including EV drivers, contribute to it.
Making drivers like Martinez believe the initiative in Congress is counterintuitive.
It's very short-sighted. The whole idea is to incentivize people to do things that hopefully save the environment and are cost-effective from a planetary perspective in the long run.
With the rising cost of living, Congressman Kiley acknowledged this additional fee will be unfortunate for drivers. He tells me the solution to this is to lower the cost of energy, housing, and everything else. Alex?
Here's what we want to start with. A new report is raising concerns about school safety in Davis, with a focus on open campuses next to public parks.
The grand jury says security measures need to be stronger. ABC 10's Luke Clary has more on the report and the district's response.
A feature of growing up in Davis, schools connected to neighborhood parks. But a new Yolo County grand jury report says that open access could put students at risk, and there's, quote, ongoing concern about protection from active shooter incidents.
I don't think it's ideal.
Bianca Salabian walks in Davis Community Park often. Like many others, just steps away from where the children play at recess.
I feel like they're doing what they can, but it wouldn't hurt to have a fence so someone can't just wander through the campus. I know when you walk in through the front, you always have to sign in, get a little sticker, show them ID the first time, but someone enters through the park and everyone's busy in class, you never know.
The report also calls for stronger security, including instant communication cameras and locked classroom doors. And it notes that DJUSD set aside $3 million for fencing last year, but no fences have gone up. In a statement, DJUSD said it has implemented safety policy improvements, and new fencing is planned for 5 elementary schools, including North Davis. For Bianca, that would be a welcome sight.
I personally think better safe than sorry. It can't hurt to have a fence there with a door that the teachers can have a key to.
The grand jury points to a few simple measures: fencing, cameras, and locked doors as practical ways to improve safety, especially at schools so close to public parks. In Davis, Luke Clary, ABC 10.
Luke, thank you. The district says construction on school fencing will start this spring and continue into next year. Yolo County's grand jury has formally requested a response to its findings and recommendations from the school board. The district says it'll respond by the required deadline.
Well, listen to this. Today was day 2 in the trial of Davis stabbing suspect Carlos Dominguez. And here's what we know. Remember, he's accused of stabbing 3 people in Davis, killing 2 of them. In April of 2023, 50-year-old David Breaux was fatally stabbed. Then 2 days later, 20-year-old UC Davis student Kareem Abu Najm was killed while walking in Sycamore Park. Dominguez was arrested in May of 2023, days after the attacks. He faces 2 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder. ABC 10's Roxana Elias was inside court today, and we do have a warning. Some of the information from today's hearing is graphic.
This is a photo of one of the punctures with a ruler for reference.
On day 2 of the trial for Carlos Dominguez, jurors begin with prosecutors referencing graphic images of David Breaux on the day he was found dead in Central Park on April 27, 2023. The judge won't allow members of the media to film the images. Davis police detective Alex Torres gave grisly details of the attack, pointing out numerous stab wounds despite Breaux wearing multiple layers of clothes.
There is bleeding on his right hand and a suspected puncture wound.
His testimony was followed by a homeless man named Jose Manuel Anaya Jr., who stayed close to where the 3rd victim, Kimberly Guillory, was injured after being stabbed on May 1st. He didn't witness the crime, but remembers seeing the yellow tape the morning after.
When I noticed what had happened to her, yes, I got scared and I moved.
And for the first time in court, jurors were shown body camera footage from Davis Police Corporal Peng Lee. He responded to Sycamore Park, where Davis student Kareem Abu Najm was attacked and later died of his injuries.
It was a report of a man down with blood all over him.
The video, too graphic to show, shows a man who identified himself as a doctor doing chest compressions on Abu Najm, while a woman who lived nearby says she heard screaming, nervously answering the corporal's questions. At the end of the hearing, jurors heard from the forensic assistant analyst with the Yolo County District Attorney's Office. He testified finding pictures of knives on one of Dominguez's 2 cell phones and a picture of a makeshift memorial for David Breaux on his computer. In Woodland, Roxana Elias, ABC 10.
Now, the trial continues tomorrow, and keep in mind we also have opening statements on the ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app. Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods, because it's about to get hot out there, huh, Monica?
The heat is on.
It certainly is, yeah, and we're going to be tracking it all. Heat risk going into play as well, so this is going to be kind of our first go at some of these big temperatures that we're going to be tracking. I'll look at some of the conditions ahead as we dive into the middle of the work week. We get a brief little break from the heat and then we're right back at it. And so that's why we have our weather impact alert in place Friday and Saturday. Early season heat means our outdoor activities could be impacted. Plus, look before you lock in those cars. Want to make sure everybody is out safely because they will heat up quickly. Being heat ready and prepared for some of the external elements that we'll be dealing with as well. Those rivers are still very cold, so it might feel tempting to go down there and get some relief from this heat, but temperatures in the rivers are about 55 to 65 degrees. That will cause some breathing impairment just because the body, it will be shocked by those type of temperatures. In the Sierra and foothills, if you're camping up there or perhaps hiking, just be aware the local waterways are in the mid 40s to around 50. Highs for today warming to right around the upper 80s to near 90. Now we get a bit of a break from this quick warm up that we've seen the first couple days of the week. We get that onshore flow going, and that's going to cool some of those conditions. Temperatures in the foothills 70s to low 80s today and near 60 up top for the Sierra. Right now we're at 86 degrees for Sacramento, Stockton, and Modesto. A little warmer for Marysville. Sunny skies and 88 with that sunset at 8:03. Tahoe currently 56 and sunny skies. We've got a lot of snow melt coming down the hill. That's why those waterways are so very cold right now. Here's a look at our hourly weather. Now we keep with that Delta breeze for tonight. It kicks in about the next hour or so and will quickly cool those temperatures. You might have noticed this morning it was quite warm. Those northwest winds keep that warmer air closer to the surface, whereas those southwest winds, well, they pull in that cool Pacific air. So we'll start off in the low 50s tomorrow morning. The weather system poised just off the coast here is what's going to bring that shift in our weather pattern. It's not going to last long. And on the flip side of that, we're going to turn these southwest winds back to more of a northerly wind, which will warm us right back up. But again, tomorrow afternoon should keep with that nice delta flow and the cooler temperatures. And then on the heels of that, again, we get right into this heat risk Friday and Saturday, the first of which we'll have of the year. This is unseasonably warm temperatures, and we're diving deep into the 90s. We've got that low moving in across the coast, and then right after that, that Four Corners high sets in. This is a very typical summer pattern and brings much warmer weather. But then for Mother's Day, we start tracking that low and a return to the cooler weather. Highs for tomorrow in the 60s for the Sierra, with 70s and lower 80s down low. Now towards the coast, we'll see more of a significant change. Our temperatures drop into the 60s and 70s for tomorrow to right around 80. Especially areas a little closer to that delta breeze. Right after that, though, here comes the heat. We are going to get a taste a little bit of what it feels like to be in the early stages of summer instead of spring here. So our weather impact alert starts up on Friday, takes us through our Saturday forecast. But look at that for Mother's Day, right back into the low 80s. So if you're taking mom or grandma or your special someone out for Sunday, should be quite nice.
The A's are playing the Yankees on Friday and Saturday as well. It's going to be hot out there, huh?
It is going to be hot out there, you're right.
Get ready. Thank you.
Hi, 안녕하세요. My name is Mady Lo. I am the dance coach of Goshua Singing. We are a Hmong dance group here in Stockton. Hmong dancing is a style based out of Southeast Asia. A lot of it's a lot more graceful. It's a lot slower. The biggest focus is the way that you move your hands. With the group, it really does allow the dancers to find a different avenue of connecting back to the Hmong culture itself. I've been dancing since I was 5 or 6. I've been part of probably 4 to 5 groups and have performed nearly 100 performances in my lifetime. Growing up, whether or not it was in Hmong clubs or doing things off to the side, I was always in a way coaching. Of course, I took a hiatus, you know. I kind of stepped away from that, you know, of course, with as you grow older and as you know, have priorities. I got married to my partner of 12 years. We had a daughter, and then we had our son. During 2020, he ended up passing away. So I was left with, you know, of course, a newborn and a toddler, you know, and to kind of fill the pieces. And so a couple years after he had passed, I was invited to be a judge for the Hmong dance competition here in Stockton. And so that was where I decided, you know what, let me just start a group again and see how this goes. We are gearing up for the Hmong New Year's later down in the year. The Hmong New Year's really is the home for dance competitions. What I hope that the group and the dancers are able to experience now and carry on with them through their lifetime is that same experience of the exhilaration of being on stage. Building the self-confidence that also they can carry with them through their life and through their career and through adulthood. The Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Heritage Month means visibility. It means celebrating who we are.
Hey, I'm Kevin John. Now, while most 13-year-olds probably consume their time playing Minecraft, Fortnite, or any other video game, one particular 13-year-old is busy putting up video game type numbers on the gridiron. Meet Rudolph Blaze Ingram, a name you may not be familiar with just yet, but you certainly will.
Now I got a nickname Blaze for couldn't know me as running super fast. You see on my chain, named Blaze. But I'm super fast, that's why they call me Blaze.
Blaze is a 13-year-old football player out of Florida, and it didn't take long for collegiate programs to realize his blazing speed, including Sacramento State.
How did this offer with Sac State come about?
No, I was in school, and then after school, my dad had told me I got an offer for Sacramento State. I was like, ain't no way, it can't be true. But yeah, I said, yes, it's true, and then I was super hyped.
Believe it or not, Blaze received his first collegiate football offer when he was just 10 years old.
At what age did you realize that you have this special gift?
I realized it once I started doing track. I beat them by 50 feet on the 60-meter dash. I blew them, broke the world record, ran a 13.48 at 7 years old.
If you end up committing to Sacramento State. What kind of football player are they getting in you?
They getting the best football player they ever had. The most work hard, stacking days, the most hard working on the team, the most fastest on the team.
And Blaze has some advice for other young athletes out there.
What I said, first, keep your grades up, because no good grades, you're not going anywhere. And then second, work hard. Work hard, work hard, work out. Make sure y'all appreciate y'all parents, man. Y'all parents are the one that's putting in the work, putting in things for you to be great. So make sure you just appreciate them.
Well, go ahead, Blaze. Now, he says his future goal is to make it to the NFL and go down as one of the best players in the history of the league. And at the rate this kid is going, I have no doubt he can make that happen.
Thank you so much for watching this ABC 10 Plus recap. We're here 24/7 on the free ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app. You can get your local news and weather anytime, anywhere. I'm Laura Painter. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Our free ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app has so much to offer. Get your news live and on demand 24/7, so you can watch the news when you want. There's breaking news, extended forecast, and so much more. We have everything you need to get through your day and ready for the weekend. We've got you covered on money-saving tips, travel, entertainment, and sports. Download the free ABC 10 Plus app on your smart TV and popular streaming devices like Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and more. ABC 10. We stand for you 24/7.
Thanks for watching ABC 10 Plus. And now that you're here, why don't we take a look around and see what else is here? The very first tile on your left is always going to be streaming 24/7. You can find us adjacent to that, breaking news if it's there. And then right next to that, a replay of the most recent newscast. Whether it's ABC 10 Morning News at 5, 6, or beyond, it's going to be there. The forecast beyond that, and then right beyond that, the news that matters the most. Now that you know the basic tiles, let's go up to the top and take a deeper dive into news. We have every single newscast that you would need, including To the Point with Alex Bell, taking a deeper dive into the issues. Beyond that, ABC 10 Morning News at 5 and 6 and 11, the evening shows as well. Below that, you can watch the top stories from To the Point. Under that, Dollars and Cents, where you can learn how to navigate this challenging economy. And below that, you can watch our award-winning ABC 10 Special Investigations, where we hold the powerful accountable. Going into weather, look, it's the 10-day forecast, getting you ready for the weekend and beyond. Beyond that, sports. I know you care about the Sacramento Kings. We have the most comprehensive guide to anything, everything Kings in the locker room and on the court. We have it. Below that, I know you care about the San Francisco 49ers. Backing out again, come up to the top and join me on Verify. I'm super excited about this. Our experts are checking the facts, verifying the truth for you. Jump up now to shows. Very excited about this. Oh, look. It's Take a Look. This is my show. I love movies, and if you love movies or streaming shows, whether it's on screens this big, or this big, it's Take a Look. Recently went behind the scenes, sat down with Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix to talk about Joker 2. I love the movie, and oh, I just heard you shout you hate the movie. Jump in, we talk about it on this show. Other shows, Bartell's Backroads, go up and down the state of California, tank of gas getaways, one fuel cell getaway, like places like the Toy Museum. This is what kids did before they had screens. Over here, the Moaning Caverns of Calaveras County, one of the most coveted caves in all of California. You know, watching this show, I discovered there's a cave that could fit the entire Statue of Liberty in your own backyard. You'll find about that and more with Bartell's Backroads. Down below that, To the Point. It is one of my favorite newscasts because they talk about news with Alex Bell the way you talk about news. It's conversational, but in-depth at the same time. Below that, Your California Life. Love this show. Whether it's entertainment, food, beverage, lifestyle, it's there. Desiree Shepherd hosts and does an amazing job. So there you have it. It's ABC 10 Plus, the app. What do you need? We heard you and we got it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for streaming.
ABC 10 Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
We're planning for those changes. Stay fire ready.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
It very much is an active investigation.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. ABC 10 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.